What's going on, Orlando Magic fans? We're back. Not gonna lie, we had this 3-day layoff. This is not how I expected to return. Welcome to the Six Man Show Postgame Live, presented by Rock'em. Magic lose 107-106 in Memphis against that team. Not good, ladies and gentlemen. Not good. This team is, completely out of excuses tonight. You're almost completely healthy, minus Gary Harris. You're not, exhausted from 3 games in 4 nights. You had 3 days off. And they go out there and play like that. Tragic. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah. This is not going to be fun, guys. I'm just going to be honest with you. Tonight is not going to be enjoyable. Sometimes we get in here and we laugh and we have a good time. I'm not happy. I'm angry. But yeah, this is the Six Man Show Postgame Live, and it's presented by Rock'em. Rock'em is the world's largest sock store, and they're located in Orlando, where the Magic haven't been in a long time, it feels like. We're about to go have one more home game and then another long road trip again. But anyway, Rock'em is in Orlando. It's a Central Florida company. They make awesome products, socks, underwear of some of your favorite sports teams and favorite brands, including the Orlando Magic. So if you want some new Orlando Magic gear, some socks, or some underwear, definitely check out Rock'em.com and use that code MAGIC20, because that'll get you 20% off. Not just Magic gear, but any gear that you get from Rock'em.com. Use that code MAGIC20 for 20% off, and it helps out the Six Man Show as well. So big shout out to Rock'em.com. All right, chat. Let's see what you got tonight, because this is no disrespect to Memphis, okay? Memphis plays together. They play good defense. They hustle. They've got some guys that can shoot. No, I don't want to take away from them. Our roster should not lose to that roster. It shouldn't happen, especially with the zero excuses. Fully healthy, plenty of rest. Yeah, you're on the road, but so what? If you're a good team, you win this game. Awful. Adam says free throws once again. You miss 8 free throws and you lose by 1. Yeah. You could also argue 3-point shooting. The Grizzlies make 6 more threes than you, and you lose by 1. 6. For those of you that can do some math at home, 6 threes equals 18 points. If the other team makes 6 more threes than you, they have converted 18 more points than you from the 3-point line in a 1-point game. Thanks, Praises says, yeesh. Sean says, wife going to divorce me over Anthony Black, constantly complaining about fit, play style. She adores him. Last commercial break, complaining about AB got hit with a backslap and knocked the wind out of me. What in the world? Thanks, Praises says 7 players out for Memphis, and it's a battle for Orlando. Rough watch. Big time. Oh, some of these were before the game was over. I see. Okay. Interesting. All right, now we're at the end of the game. As I'm scrolling through these comments here. Rom says, heartbreaker again and again. Yep. I'm Jovi says, they got to give the ball to Paolo or Franz and just run straight to the rim with it. Maybe. The issue there is they have a guy named Jaren Jackson Jr., the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, who's quite the shot blocker. On some nights I think that's possible. Here's the thing. The play call at the end, you can't argue with it. Like, I know some of you are saying get to the rim. I'm not going to the rim with Jaren Jackson Jr. in there. I'm not, because not only is he a good shot blocker, he's an elite defender. I don't mean that in air quotes. I mean, he really is an elite defender, but the air quotes are for, in the NBA, if an elite defender is defending a play at the buzzer, they're never, ever going to call a foul. Ever. It has to be something so egregious for them to call a foul at the buzzer. So you're not going to get the benefit of the whistle. It's going to be a tough finish at the rim over a guy like Jaren Jackson Jr. I don't mind the play. Like, it wasn't pretty, but you got a wide open Joe Ingles 3 that was literally millimeters from going down. That thing rattled, guys. He didn't totally blow it. Is there a better play call? Maybe, probably. I don't know. I'm not mad at it, though. I can understand why some of you are, I guess. But you got a great look. And it was literally millimeters from going down and winning at the buzzer, which would have been absolute highway robbery, by the way. We did not deserve to win this game. Absolutely did not. Luis Rosario says, Memphis has the official ownership of the state of Florida in basketball. What a waste of a game. Yeah, Memphis beat Miami on Wednesday. And they turn around and beat us tonight. Soul Train says, I hope Jalen is okay. Facts. Just when you think you're healthy, then you lose a guy who has he's only missed a couple games this season, I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, not great. Not great. Ascension says we need to make some trades right now. This is ridiculous. We kept saying, wait till we get healthy, we're healthy. Guys, the Orlando Magic have had some terrific wins this season. Wins they probably didn't even deserve. Or maybe wins on paper that they didn't deserve, especially during the stretch without certain players. Like that Denver game. What a win. An incredible win in Denver, down to basically a G League team. Incredible win. The home win against Boston in dominating fashion. Great win. Obviously, the 9-game win streak. Great wins there. Bucks were in there. All these terrific wins. On the flip side, the Orlando Magic have had some horrible losses over the last few weeks. Horrible losses. Equally as I don't know, equal to the great wins. They've had some horrible losses that are just as good or bad, Terrible. Tonight's bad. Tonight's bad. Oh, man. Okay. Kenny says, not going to win many games when you shoot 26% from 3 and 72% at the free throw line. That is 100% true. Blaze says, 3 days off, and these are the results. Not good. Thanks, Praiser says, if Memphis was healthy, we would have been blown away. Roughest loss of the season, IMO. It's up there. For me, this one is up there with the Miami loss when they were without Jimmy Butler and Tyler Hero and whoever else. I don't remember. And they had 8 guys. That was a terrible loss. Terrible loss. This one's up there. Karen says, the fact that Memphis could easily hit threes and we couldn't hit the side of a barn was quite evident. Yeah. Yep. A lot of people saying free throws killing us. Brian says it's weird not to see Fultz at the end minutes. Yes and no. Yes, it is weird. I agree. I didn't hate it though. I really didn't hate it. Especially you're having to come back. You need offense. So I didn't hate it. Yeah. Only Mello says this is actually annoying. I don't know who we need, but we need one more piece to help us out. This is ridiculous. We got to do something at this point. Like, again, we've been saying wait till we get healthy, blah, 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 blah. We're healthy now. How long do we go as healthy with losses before something gets done? Armin says, I've been trying to stay positive, but I can understand the frustrations now. I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you. And it's so funny because this is what I was telling myself even 3 hours ago. We just had these 3 days off. I was convinced we were going to win this game, which is very rare for me. I rarely come into a game feeling very confident because I'm a fan of awful sports teams. Historically awful. So we come into this game tonight, and I'm thinking, hey, we've got 3 days off. We'll get this win tonight. Focus on a big game on Sunday. Phoenix. Wow, big game. I did not expect this. I didn't expect this at all. I really didn't. This one surprised me. Oh, man. Chris says, for the love of all that is holy, please hit free throws. Yeah. Ascension says, how did we get cooked by Jaren Jackson? Honestly, what I would have liked to have seen from the Magic tonight, I wish we got more cooked by Jaren Jackson. I wish the Magic had let Jaren Jackson do whatever he wanted. Drop 50 if you want. That's fine. but shut down everybody else. Everybody else. We should never leave a guy to double Jaren Jackson Jr. to help. Nothing. Because Jaren Jackson Jr. gets you 30, whatever. That's fine. I have no problem with that. The problem I have is letting everyone else around him play well. I almost said Zion Williamson. Zaire Williams, 17 points, 3 of 6 from 3. Luke Kennard, 5 of 10 from 3. Those two combined for 32 points. I don't know. Maybe hold them both to 12, 10. Let Jaren Jackson Jr. get a couple more buckets inside. I'm trading 2s for 3s all day. Don't let them hit 15 threes, especially in that first half. They ended up shooting 50 of 41, but they were shooting lights out in the first half. They cooled off in the second half, which is the only reason the Magic were able to get back into this game. Oh, guys, man. This is just not, I just did not expect this. I really didn't. I really did not expect them to play like that tonight. That was pitiful. Pitiful. Thanks, Praises says the Kia curse is real. I want to look at something. Because, man, this is so sad that this is where we are. Okay, Kia Center was December 20th, right? Okay, so we're 0-2, 1-2, 2-2, 2-3, 3-3, 3-4. Oh gosh. 5, 6, 4 6, 5 6. This is great television, I know. 5 7, 8, 9, 6 9, 6 10, 6 11, 7 11. We're 7-12 since Kia Center. 7-12. So maybe it is. Maybe it's the name. But whatever it is, we got to break the curse because that name's not going anywhere. They paid way too much money. Oh, man. Yeah, okay, I keep seeing everyone saying, I wish Paolo had taken the shot. Paolo was double teamed. Like, by the time he catches and starts his move, he is double teamed. Kennard comes in double teams. I think it was Kennard. No, it was Conchar. Sorry. Conchar. Double teams. By that time, there's less than 2 seconds left. Pushing 1 second. I mean, you want him to rise up over 2 guys? I really don't understand it. I don't understand what we're saying here. Like, yes, in theory, if Paolo has a one-on-one defender and everyone else has a one-on-one defender, yeah, I'm going to choose Paolo. But when Paolo's got 2 guys on him and Joe Ingles is open, it doesn't really bother me. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too kind. I think the biggest thing for me is it was halfway down. That's why I really don't mind it, because it was literally a millimeter away from going in. Oh, Henry says, I know I shouldn't be here, but I'm an Orlando Magic maniac. There's 90 of you maniacs in here tonight. Like, are you guys just, like, what are we doing? Like, why are you here? Are you just so sick, so disgusted that you got to come hang out with some other people that are just sickos? Because right now I'm just grumpy. I am grumpy. This is grumpy Kevin right now. Chris says, just sell Kia Center. We don't play there anymore, apparently. Just rent out a YMCA if we ever need an occasional home game. Isn't that crazy, guys? It's so crazy. We get a home game on Sunday. Then after that, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 5-game road trip. 5 games. But here's where it gets, well, I kept saying it's going to get better, but right now it's not. After the Miami game on the road, a week from Tuesday, I think it's February 6th. After that, the Magic will have 31 games remaining. Only 12 of those will be on the road. So if we can survive next Tuesday, which I don't know if we will at this rate, we're in trouble. We will have 19 home games compared to 12 road games the rest of the way. That's exciting. But yes, this road stuff is crazy. Crazy. Dennis says, can't stay forever. Decision making at an all-time low. Defense won't play till the rebound. I am verklempt. Your second sentence is so true. Said decision making at an all-time low. You're exactly right. When the Magic were playing their best basketball earlier this season, it was, and I don't necessarily just mean turnovers, although that is part of it. Tonight 11 turnovers, which, that's not awful. It's not bad. But in this stretch, you've had some nights of horrible turnovers. I don't just mean turnovers. I mean defending. We are not as sharp decision-making wise on defense as we were at the beginning of the season. Nowhere near it. Guys are being left, whether it's your guy is left in the corner or whether we saw a couple of times tonight, your guy just gets a line drive right to the rim. You're exactly right. Decision-making at all-time low. That's what it feels like. Ascension says Cole is struggling mentally. He is. Yeah, I've run out of words for Cole. I'm at the point where I feel bad because he is a shell of himself offensively. Obviously we'll go through the box score later. He does everything else really well tonight. Does a lot of things that you expect Cole to do. Rebound the basketball, had 4 assists as well. Didn't turn the ball over, which is huge. He's had some bad turnover games lately. But offensively, I don't know what's happened. I feel bad. Like, that's not Cole Anthony right there that we've seen over this stretch. David says, please tell me my eyes were lying to me. We were supposed to win this one. Conchar wasn't even the best player on his high school team. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Yeah. Again, I am shocked. To me, this is the most shocking loss of the season. I'm just stunned. Cannot believe that. Crazy. Oh, okay. Santi says threes and free throws. We had them in the penalty and didn't look for contact. Now, you're 100% right. Part of it was, though, like Franz tonight could not buy a whistle until the one at the very end, which was close, by the way. Franz got whacked several times on drives. Wendell got whacked several times on drives. Yes, you're right. We still should have tried to play more towards that, try to get more contact. But there were a couple times tonight where refs kind of swallowed a whistle. Blaze says they lost to an injured team. Yeah, very injured. Very injured. And yes, Nesto, Suggs, yeah. Now Jalen gets hurt. Just when you think you're getting everybody back, Jalen goes down. Just brutal. Ascension says Goga could have played better defense on JJJ. I don't know. Obviously, Goga is a lot slower than Wendell. Jaren Jackson Jr. is very athletic. However, I would not have been mad if they threw Goga at him, even just for a stretch tonight. Give him 5 minutes. See what happens. Like, Goga's physical. Like, let Goga, hack him a couple times. I don't care. Like, just throw something different at Jaren Jackson Jr., even just for a little stretch. I think that's totally valid. Soul Train says, I'm curious what this team will look like after the trade deadline because I think they'll at least make a small move. I think for sure they'll do something. Jeff Altman has done something at the trade deadline, I think all but one season since he's been here. Now, usually the something just is for a second-round pick, but it's something. Steven says, would have loved seeing Paolo hit that game winner with Mike Miller sitting courtside. That would have been wild. Any kind of game winner would have been wild. We haven't had one this season, if you think about it, like a true buzzer-beater game winner. Haven't had one since Wendell's putback last season, if I'm remembering correctly. Mr. J says we need a point guard ASAP. Man. Yeah. I mean, it's glaringly obvious where the hole on this team is right now. Steven says Joe sinks that 3 and we all acting different, not mad at the play. Yeah, when it comes to the play, I would, yeah, I'm still not mad at it. I would still be angry if we made that. If Joe Ingles made that shot, because that would have just been highway robbery. We had zero business winning this game, had zero business even having a chance to win this game. We didn't play well enough. I don't feel we played well enough to win this game or even be close. If we played like we did tonight against an even halfway decent roster, much less an elite roster, we get blown out. It's just not good enough. Luis Rosario says, play inbound or go for a lottery pick and some free agents to get next year in the right direction. Go for a lottery pick? Are you saying we trade for, or are you saying we I haven't said that word yet this year. Tank. No, I'm not tanking. This team needs experience, even if it's the play-in. I said it preseason. Okay, coming into this season, I want this team to get a taste of the postseason, even if it's one play-in game. Give us something. I hope it's more than one play-in game. But that's still it for me. Yeah, I absolutely do not want to tank. Steven says 4-19 record in Memphis now. Yikes. Yeah, that is yikes. That is terrible. Terrible. Luke says Joe Ingles shoots like excuse me. Oh gosh. Joe Ingles shoots like 40% from three and was wide open. I'll take that shot at the end of the game. Yep, I'm right there with you. And again, because it was halfway down too. Like rough. Oh man, we gotta catch up here. Man, we're already 20 minutes into this thing. Sheesh. Nesta says that team down the stretch is what I like to see. I loved seeing Jonathan Isaac down the stretch. We're going to look at the box score in just a second, but Jonathan Isaac plays 22 minutes tonight. Season high. 22 minutes for Jonathan Isaac. That is amazing. And he played down the stretch, was critical for all those stops down the stretch, especially on Jaren Jackson Jr. Wish he had been guarding Jaren Jackson Jr. for more of the game. I don't know why it took to the fourth quarter to have that matchup, but maybe that was by design, I guess. I don't know. But yes, I loved that group out there. Mainly, I love Jonathan Isaac playing down the stretch, which is great. Oh, goodness. Adam Landon says, Kevin, we're going to need you to go back to the closet during the holidays when we were rolling. Yeah, that Thanksgiving week. The issue is that closet I was in is about 800 miles from where I'm sitting right now. So maybe 700. So I can't just like walk down the street to that closet. That closet is very far away. But you know what? If that's what I got to do to get us back, I might just have to do that. Shop Black says, we need to tell Disney to start banning these opponents who go balls deep on us, starting with JJJ. Oh, gosh, that is funny. That is very funny. If you destroy the Magic, you are banned from Disney. That is awesome. Axel says, free throws are horrifying. Yeah, they're especially horrifying when you miss 7 and you lose by 1. Horrifying. All right, guys, let's look at this box score, I guess. I don't know. I'm still in just disbelief. I cannot believe we lost that game. Can't believe it. And I don't mean that from a sense of like looking back, we should have won the game. That's not what I mean at all. Just like coming into this game, I just was fully convinced we would win this. We would win this one comfortably. I really believe that. I thought this team was not only good enough, but just like had the mental fortitude to just like go take care of business against an inferior team. And for one reason or another, we just didn't. Maybe it was just the team wasn't well prepared from the coaching staff to handle what Memphis was going to throw at them. Maybe the team was looking ahead to Sunday. I know I was. I was 100% looking ahead to the Phoenix game coming into tonight. Maybe they were. I don't know. All right. Franz, not his best night. Basically inside the arc. Beyond the arc, he was 4 of 8. You'll take that every night. It's terrific. Take away the threes, and he's 2 of 7. Wait, 2 of 7, is that right? Can I do math? Yeah, 2 of 7. Missed some ones you'd expect him to make. Also gets 5 boards, 4 assists, 5 turnovers. Franz had a couple awful passes. Very uncharacteristic turnovers for Franz tonight. Especially think of the one in the corner to J.I. I think it was J.I. who's in that corner. I mean, yeah. Not only did he misread it and not see the defender, but there was not enough oomph on the pass. Even if, I don't know, whatever. Paolo, terrific in the fourth quarter. Not great the previous 3. He goes 8 of 20 from the field, 2 of 9 from 3. 9 of 11 from the free throw line, which is great. You'll take that. 5 boards, 6 assists, 2 steals, a block, 3 turnovers, 27 points for Paolo. Yeah, pretty good from him. Wendell was terrific offensively. 20 points, 8 of 9 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3. Of course, the one he missed was a big one in the fourth. 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 9 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and a turnover. Jalen only plays 4 minutes, leaves the game, did not return. That's concerning. Obviously, we'll find out. And maybe Mosley's already talked about it on the press conference. But obviously, we'll find out if he's going to be good to go on Sunday. Boy, I'm just now realizing you got to have a healthy Jalen Suggs on Sunday. Devin Booker just dropped like 73 or something like that tonight. Love to have a Jalen Suggs to chase Bradley Beal and Devin Booker on Sunday. Good grief. Markelle, 10 points, 5 of 7 from the field, 3 boards, 3 assists, a turnover. Yeah, I'm not going to touch the Markelle stuff again tonight. We've talked about him a lot lately. We talked about Cole a lot earlier tonight. Does everything well except offense, you know. He gets 7 boards, 4 assists, 2 steals. That's terrific stat line from a guy who plays 23 minutes. Offensively, he's just not right. He's not right. John says 62. Sorry, I was getting him confused with Luka. Luka had 73, I believe. A lot of people scored a lot of points tonight. Someone who did not score a lot of points was Joe Ingles. 2 points for him. 1 of 5 from the field, and obviously misses the big one at the buzzer. Just rattles out. Anthony Black hits 2 of 4 from the line. Is only his 2 points. 3 boards and assist. And then the other guys, Mo Wagner was pretty good tonight. Yeah, 12 points, 4 of 6 from the field, 3 boards. J.I. was really good. 10 points for him, 4 of 5 from the field. I love they didn't take a ton of threes tonight. Didn't spend a ton of time on the perimeter. 5 boards. But the biggest thing for him, he didn't get credited for a block? Are you kidding me? He blocked Jaren Jackson Jr. at least once, if not twice. Sorry. Biggest thing for me, plays 22 minutes. That is terrific. Love that. However, how many minutes will he play on Sunday? That's the next question. He had 3 days off, was able to play 22 minutes. Now he's got less than 48 hours off. How many will he play on Sunday? And then Trevelyan Queen came in for a few minutes there. Luke, I know Wendell got that block at the end, but before that, I thought Jonathan Isaac got at least 1 block on Jaren Jackson Jr., but it's all good. All good. Some of these team stats here. Points in the paint. Memphis beats you in points in the paint. That's crazy considering how many threes they hit as well. Like, that's hideous. It was a relatively tight game. Obviously, Orlando was playing from behind almost the entire game. Bench points, Magic only get 31 points from their bench. Not good enough for this team. This team needs that bench to be better. Only 11 turnovers for the Magic. So, can't be super mad at that tonight. You can be mad at these two things, though, because both teams shoot the same, 46%. But Memphis goes 36% from 3, while you go 26% from 3. That's 6 more threes for Memphis. 18 more points from the three-point line. And then free throws. They go 8 of 13, which is terrible. You go 21 of 29, which is better, but still you are leaving 8 free throws, 8 points on the board in a 1-point game. You don't need to go 29 of 29 in a game like this. I'm not sitting here asking for that. I'm asking for 80%, Make a couple more of these, you win the game. Is what it is. You get out-rebounded. They have more assists and more steals and more blocks. Just on and on and on. Not great. Not great. Let's see here. Nick says, do you agree with Ingles taking the 3 at the end? I do. I don't have a problem with it. It's basically you get the ball to Paolo's hands, and the play there is if they stay single on you, either drive as close as you can, maybe get a shot at the rim. If not, step back, mid-range jumper, which is almost money, knock it down. But what do? They double. Conchar sinks in to help, and Paolo's got to make the decision there. I'm not going to take on these 2 guys. That means someone's open. Gets to Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles is open. That's a 40% three-point shooter. That ball is halfway down. I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. Again, it'd be one thing if Konchar doesn't help and it's one-on-one basketball. Sure, I want Paolo to take that. But it wasn't. I'd rather Joe Ingles take an open three than Paolo take a double-teamed jumper, you know? Everett says we need to trade 4 first-round picks, Cole Anthony and Markelle Fultz for Donovan Mitchell. I can tell you the Cavs are not trading Donovan Mitchell right now. The Cavs are cooking. They are cooking right now, and they're going to get a little bit more healthy here soon. Well, relatively soon. Sargon says, can we get a Rock'em Jam Hot chicken sock? It's not a bad idea. We've thrown that out there a couple times. That'd be kind of sick. Nick says, I will admit that's a very mature move by Banchero to pass it up instead of forcing it. 100%. He made the absolute right play. He made the right basketball play. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Everett says, we need a point guard that puts pressure inside and outside, and this team will take off. You're 100% correct. 100% correct. All right, let's take a look at... well, before I do this, I'm about to show you the scores from around the league. Tonight was a terrible night for the Orlando Magic. Not just our game, but the 2 other games that impact the Magic went horribly wrong. We got 0 results we needed tonight. Magic lose to the Grizzlies 107 to 106. But down here, Thunder beat the Pelicans, but Cavs beat the Bucks. The Bucks led for the entire first half and part of the third quarter. Well, actually, no. They led, let's see, they outscored him by 15. Okay, so they led for part of the fourth quarter even. Bucks choke, Cavs win. They gain a whole game on the Magic. But this game right here, the Suns had this game won. They had this game won and choked bad. Real bad. They gave the Pacers so many chances. They left this door wide open for the Pacers down the stretch. Wide open. And the Pacers just walked right through it. So the Pacers gain a game on the Magic. What does that mean? Well, let's take a look at our handy-dandy NBA standings. That'll make you sick before we say goodbye tonight. Magic trail the Miami Heat by 1 game. They trail the Indiana Pacers by 2.5 games. And they now trail the Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks by 5 games. That is borderline insurmountable, if you ask me. If it was one team, maybe. And when I say insurmountable, let me just clarify. I do mean the 4 seed. I don't think you're going to pass the Knicks and the Cavs to get the 4 seed. Is there a world that you pass one of them to get to the 5 seed? Maybe. Maybe. It's a really long shot. I think our sight's got to be set on that 6 seed. And if you get lucky and you get hot and some teams fall and you hit the 4 or 5, great. But at this point, I think the ceiling for this team is the 6 seed. Unfortunately. However, the silver lining of that is if we get to play the Sixers in the first round and we beat them, you know how much fun that would be after Pat Beverly's comments this week? That'd be insane. Anyway. Yeah, guys, this is rough. This is really rough. I'm not going to lie. This stretch has been brutal. Worse than I expected after our start. I really, especially tonight, like, you're 1 game above 500. You play the red-hot Phoenix Suns, who before tonight had won 7 in a row. You play them on Sunday. And you lose that game, you're a 500 basketball team. It's kind of crazy. Oh, and then you're going to the second night of a back-to-back in Dallas. Which will also be a third game in 4 nights. So, I guess I'll just say, have reasonable expectations about this weekend, guys. Sunday, Phoenix, Monday, Dallas. I don't know. If you can find a way to go 1-1 at that back-to-back, I'll absolutely take it. 100% take it. every time. 0-2, the way we're playing right now, is definitely on the cards, though. Chris says, this is the worst. Dash Michael Scott. Yeah. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll watch some of The Office tonight to try to lift my spirits. Last couple ones. Sean says, don't make me go to Tankathon. No. Yeah. I have been going to Tankathon to look at strength of schedule. They have a strength of schedule section on their website. But tonight actually will not help the Magic strength of schedule because we played a bad team. So our strength of schedule will actually go up after tonight, unfortunately. Sean says, Orlando Magic are 2.5 games ahead of number 10 Golden State. Start having hope for all your players in the draft projected. Oh, in the draft projected in the back of the lottery. Yeah. I hope we're not in the lottery, guys. We better not be. Well, let me back up. If we're a play-in team and then we lose in the play-in, then you become a lottery team. That's fine. That's fine. TH says, if we go 2-0, Kevin has to shave his beard. Here's the thing, guys. 2 years ago, those of you that were around the Six Man Show 2 years ago, I had a big old beard, like down to here. I was going to grow it out. That's what I was in the process of doing right now. I'm going to grow it back out. But it's like right in that in-between stage where it's like kind of gross. Like if it's short, it's nice. If it's long, you can like take care of it really well and straighten it, make it look good if you want. But I'm right in that in-between stage, and it's just not, I'm not enjoying it. So every morning I wake up and think about going back down to like my normal, beard length. But I don't know. If we go 2-0, maybe I will. Maybe I'll think about it. All right, guys, we got to wrap this up. It's been 38 minutes, man. We talked about that game for 38 minutes. What are we doing? Just kidding. Always fun to do that with you guys, even though it is a rough loss. I mean, that sucked. That was terrible. One of the worst this season, no doubt. But we'll be back at it on Sunday. Magic against the Suns. That's a tough game. I really don't know what to expect from this team. I thought I knew, but tonight proved me wrong. So anyway, we'll be back on Sunday for that game. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. And until then, let's go